What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and this is the Optimistic Network. Today we're making barbecue pulled pork. And it's 2 for 1 because we're making barbecue pulled pork taco. Oh my god, it was so delicious. You guys must try this one. Now, usually when I'm cooking meat, 99% of the time I season my meat the day before. Needless to say, this pork was marinating overnight. However, I'm still showing you all the seasoning that I put on this meat. So these are all of them here. A little Creole seasoning, which was in the green, which I showed you first. Then some sweet paprika, some onion powder, some garlic powder, some Cajun seasoning, and everything else that you see that I didn't mention, which is garlic and I think allspice berries. I also added some barbecue sauce. So now that you've seen everything that I put on it, let's go ahead and sear it off. Pot on the stove, I added a little oil, just a little, because this is skinless and it has a little fat on it. So I wanted to sear off the fat first. So I seared it on the part where the fat was first and I seared that off. Then I added everything to my Dutch oven. And you guys may ask, how come you didn't just sear it off in the Dutch oven? If you use the Dutch oven a lot, you'll notice that things tend to stick to the bottom quickly and burn easily. So because I added the barbecue sauce when I seasoned it, I didn't want to put it in the Dutch oven for it to stick and burn. Anyways, I transferred everything to the Dutch oven and I rinsed out all the residue, the flavor from the pot that I seared it off in, and added to the Dutch oven as well. I also rinsed out the bowl that it was marinating in and throw it in there. Then I cut up a whole onion and just lay it on the top in there. I covered it down on medium low and allow it to cook for 3 hours, low and slow. Now, you may want to go in every 1 to 2 hours and just move them around so they didn't stick, because I went in about 2 times within the 3 hours to move it around and then I almost burned it. It didn't burn, but as you can see, it started sticking to the bottom. And because I wasn't sure if it was burned, I didn't dig from the bottom. I just went ahead, added my barbecue sauce, rinsed the bottle with a little water and added it to it as well. And just use the tongue to break them up. It was so cooked, it was so tender. I just used a tongue to break them up. I didn't have to use any fork or anything to tear it, and just mix it in thoroughly. Then I added a spoon of sugar, mixed that in, and then I just covered it down and left the stove on warm for about 45 minutes. And oh my god, this was the best barbecue pulled pork I've ever had. Now from here you can make this into sandwich. However, I want you to go bold and try these barbecue pulled pork taco. Oh my god, I just making this voiceover, I'm thinking of it and I'm really just drooling. So I cut up some onion, red onion, some tomato and some scallion, just simple, and some cilantro, just simple. I didn't use any cheese, anything else. And if this was so good without cheese, I don't even want to know how it would taste if I had went all the way. But these are all the aromatics that I used. Again, red onion, scallion and tomato. I chopped up everything finely, and as you can see, I was also doing a TikTok, so that's why I'm kind of doing this video. I think it looks pretty cool, the video through the phone screen, so that's why I'm doing that. And now is the perfect time to let you know that if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn your notification bells on, and get active in the comments. So I used store-bought taco shells, and I used the bold, the crunchy bold ones. Oh my god, they're so good. They're called bold because they have a kick of spice, and they're just perfect. So from here, once I got done doing this, all I had to do was just load up my taco. So like I said, I used a store-bought taco. So all I had to do was just put my oven on 400, preheat my oven on 400. And I just put them on a baking tray and bake them off for about 10 minutes just to warm them up. And believe me, preheat your oven first. You know what happens if you don't preheat your oven first? The top of the taco kind of closes in a little if you put them in cold oven. Trust me, don't make the mistake that I did. A quick way to preheat your oven, just put it on broil for about 5 minutes and then you turn it on bake on the amount that you want. Quick time it preheat. The disadvantage of the top of the taco shells being closed in is that it's harder to fill. You don't want to break them. You kind of have to pry them apart to fill them. So with these 3 tacos that I'm about to fill, you'll notice that I actually have to have my hand in the camera trying to pry apart the head of the taco so I could fill them. And that happened because I put them in cold oven. Look how open they were. And once you put them in the cold oven, the head of them come together and kind of close up. However, the second batch that I did, that didn't happen to them because the oven was already preheated. So be sure to preheat your oven. So for presentation purpose, I just set them up separately. So as you can see, I have my red onions with a little cilantro. I have the tomato with a little cilantro. I have some scallion, and I have the lettuce and the pork. I loaded pork, then tomato, then onions, then lettuce, then a little more pork on top. And oh my God, it was so good. I hope you guys will try this. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you again in my next upload. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you in my next video. Don't forget to try this. This was bussin'. You guys are going to love this.